Set the weekend off on Extreme 104.3 FM.
Hey, hello, check, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Have some manners, now, man. Oh gosh, man. You see how they walk? Oh gosh, man. 6:26 on the AM. The clock is ticking on a Friday morning, the 22nd day of October 2021. It's the final week of us being 41. Let's put it that way, all right? The final day of the working week for most of us. Some people still have to work on a Saturday. Yeah, it's all good. However, you put food on the table, make sure that water is running through your pipes. Make sure that, light is descending from the roofs of your homes. Clothes on your back and all them nice things there. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to the wake-up call for a Friday morning. We're going to take you up until the 9 o'clock hour this morning, but that doesn't mean you're going to turn off the radio at 9 o'clock. You understand? You got to keep it on for the entire day, 24/7. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we love Fridays right here on the X. DJ Jose and yours truly, Krista, we're going to be taking care of you this morning, as we always do every single morning. So good morning to the folks who are just joining us, who are locked on via 88.5, 104.3, www.x104fm.com, your favorite app, your favorite website. Good morning to you. We're also live on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG. So if you want to join us there, you can head on over there, either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Yeah, we're going to get to your responses, your greetings. We love to say good morning first and foremost. All right. So good morning to all the folks who are checking in on the WhatsApp. Good morning to the folks who are checking in on Facebook. We'll get to those in just a bit. Good morning to the folks across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yuramam, Hairuna, land of the blessed. Ooh, gem of the Antilles. Good morning to you. Good morning to the folks in the rest of the region, US, UK, Canada, Asia, Africa, wherever you are, however you're locked on. Good morning to you. Good morning to the folks who are driving right now. So you find yourself on the road for whatever reason. Maybe it's your job. You're trying to get back home from work. You're trying to go to work. Good morning to you. You're moving produce right now. Good morning to you. Make sure you take it easy on the roads, as we always say each and every single morning. You're driving passengers. Good morning to the passengers, the conductors as well. If you're driving maybe food, drinks, or something that you're moving from one place to the next. Good morning to you. All right. Welcome to the wake-up call. Good morning to the folks who are working in the security service sector, the folks who are in the kitchen right now, whether at home or at work, providing food for yourself, your family, and your customers. Good morning to you. Good morning to all the vendors. I know Kingston must be looking real nice. If it's one thing, town look nice on a Friday morning. One of the best times to go and buy produce, Friday morning. You get that nice, a nice warm, fuzzy feeling. I can't explain it. You just have to do it. You understand? Try it one of these mornings and tell me how it is. All right? Okay. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Good morning to all the folks in the health service sector, education, self-employed, the entrepreneurs, the farmers. Speaking of farmers, yesterday morning was an interesting morning, and based on the feedback after the shift, I am absolutely certain that persons appreciated the discussion that we were having. Now we're going to have another part of that discussion sometime in the near future, not next week. Next week is a packed week. All right, but sometime in the near future we will have a follow-up on that discussion. People appreciate the fact that we had an actual farmer, a young farmer, speaking to us yesterday morning. So we'll get another part to that. All right. Something I have to point out, though, we'll get to what has been trending overnight. All right. Okay, lovely. Something I have to say, though. Good morning to the folks who are exercising right now. If you're just getting back home from a nice little pump and a nice little sweat, good morning to you. Big up yourself. You understand? Sweat for both of you. Now, for those persons who are exercising on the road, so you're jogging or you're walking or whatever you're doing on the side of the road, right? Now, morning times just be real dark. I know some people like to jog and walk on mornings. Some people do it in afternoons. Morning time just be dark. It'll only make sense, especially for the kind of roads that we have here. It'll only make sense if you sort of invested in reflective gear. All right, reflective gear because the roads are dark. The roads are improper. People are driving 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's some people who are exercising. First of all, some of these people, of course, dark in complexion. Secondly, they're dressed in dark clothing. Sometimes they are not even jogging on the sidewalk, and some of these areas don't have sidewalks. They're jogging at the side of the road. Now, we're not saying that the drivers are driving to run up on the curb or drive so close to the side of the road, and maybe the persons who are exercising are not paying attention, but you just never know what can happen. You just never know. So it'd be nice if persons who are exercising really early in the morning when it's dark still to get some sort of reflective gear. It could be like a little strip so that drivers can know, okay, this is somebody exercising here. Let me proceed with more caution than I normally do. All right. Simple solution. Simple solution. Let's say good morning to Alvina. Oh boy, Alvina, like you've been talking to yourself there, man. It didn't really translate. It didn't come over. It didn't come over. So try again, my dear, my dear. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Crystal and the Extreme family. Y'all have a good one and stay safe. Shout out to Freddie and the conductor of Card Eye. Card Eye. Always locked on the X. This is coming from Pooks. Eh, 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 eh. Good morning to Akel. Good morning to Miranda. Good morning, DJ Fox. Good morning, Jex. Let me say good morning. Good morning before I get to the something that's rather interesting though. Good morning to DJ Kabuli. Good morning to Nicole. Good morning to Highly Favored Child. Yeah, blessings on you. Good morning. Hey, Canada is on the inside. Good morning. Good morning, Pat. New York is on the inside. Good morning, Ruben. No, good morning, Sexy Jose. What's up this morning? Now, here's something that's really, really interesting. Now, soon and very soon, results for CXC are going to come out for St. Vincent and the Grenadines CXC. You know, they've already started registration for January sitting of CXCs. Right? Congratulations to all the students who graduated, the GHS students who graduated yesterday. All right? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, our dear Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves, is not a happy camper this week. He's not having a very good week. Yeah, we're talking about it on a Friday. Haha. I'm taking something from Caribbean.loopnews.com, right? The bill that we received from CXC, my goodness, exorbitantly high and upsetting. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has described as absolutely ridiculous a bill which the country has received from CXC for SVG's late staging of CSEC and CAPE exams this year. Y'all want to hear how much money we owe CXC? $516,000 Bajan dollars. How much is that in EC? How much is that in EC? About $700,000. So 516,000 multiplied by 1.3568. Because you know you gotta use the higher rate there. 700,000 EC dollars for CSEC and CAPE examinations. Prime Minister, you are absolutely right. That is absolutely ridiculous. Where we get that bill from? And could you imagine the reason for the high bill coming from CXC? Because we sat exams late. Because of the volcanic eruption. We have to pay CXC for that. Something that was absolutely out of our control as a country. We have to pay CXC for that. Now, it must be a grave error. I think it's a grave error. I think something with the computer system over there, and somebody didn't double check before they sent it to the PM, before they sent it to St. Vincent and Grenadines and say, you have to honor this invoice here. No, sir. And things that can't happen. So, because Nasufre erupted, and we, in our response, said, reached out to CXC, asking them, let's negotiate. We have to deal with COVID. Yeah, the entire region has to deal with COVID. But uniquely, we also have to deal with the volcanic eruption and the displacement of students and the stress that students have to endure at this time. And this time would have been that time earlier on. Let us have our exams at a later time. It was agreed upon. Very unique circumstances, and you're telling us that we have to pay for that? Gonsalves said he has received the documentation from Minister of Education Curtis King. Well, he must have dropped down first. And he intends to go through the entire auditing process. The Prime Minister said he also contacted on Tuesday by telephone Professor Hilary Beckles, who has the chairmanship with CXC. He says, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That number can't be the real number. That is an inflated number of some kind. Prime Minister explained like we were explaining too. There is more than one paper, and this is the reality. There are more than one papers that are set by CXC for a year's exam, just in case something happens. You remember a year there was a leak of the exam paper? Things like that. Or perhaps you have to defer the exam to a later time. So whatever happens, there's always a backup exam. So it's not like if they had to go back to the board and, oh my gosh, let us put together an exam. This is going to take some time. We're going to charge them. Lord have mercy. PM says, but Heavenly Father, PM's had to pray, boy. Reach on his knees, boy. Heavenly Father, 516,000 Bajan dollars in this here time. No. And I agree with you. No. You don't do that. You don't do that at all. Even if, though, right? Even if that was the process, y'all don't have no heart, no consideration whatsoever. We just had to go through a volcanic eruption during a pandemic. And y'all gonna charge us for the late exam plus the regular exam 700,000 EC dollars. Where we going to find that money from? Where you want us to find that money from? You see, this is what has happened when there's a monopoly. And I'm absolutely certain if there was another option, that we would have taken it. This is craziness. No heart, man. Mother walk. Mother. Watch your time in this place. Yeah, man. DJ Kabuli says SMH. Good morning, Afran. Mayor Bayam. Wickedness is more than wickedness. I wonder if CXC does get money from us, from the countries that are taking the exams. Do they get money from the respective countries? Like St. Vincent and Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica. Do they get money from the countries apart from paying for the exams? Do they get money? And if they get money, then gosh, man, y'all don't have no heart. $700,000 for exams that were set late. It's not like if we beg y'all for exams because beg y'all for us to be able to set it late just because we want to give the students an advantage. A volcanic eruption. And for a big organization, you should know what a volcanic eruption is. Y'all is off of geography. Y'all should know it's a natural occurrence. You guys should know how St. Vincent stopped already. You guys should have been abreast of the news as well. And I'm pretty sure when you had your meeting, all of this was explained to you. No heart. And people are quite upset. Well, we have to be upset because you know whose money you have to pay for this? But I'm absolutely certain, I am confident, based on how the Prime Minister has responded to this, I am confident that he is going to deal with it. And he is going to ensure that we pay exactly what we are supposed to pay. You see that $700,000 there? Mm-mm. If it's one time we ain't gonna waste the money, is now. We might be wasting money at other times, but don't overcharge us, please. Please, please don't do that. You're going to charge us because we had a volcanic eruption. A wicked set of people. People, all right. That's right. Denver says, good morning. Let me shout out some people. 641 on the ticker there. Good morning to Denville. Have a Wheeler Fridays on the X, Y, and Z. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. DJ Fox is off to work. Listening all the way. Good morning to you. People should not wear dark clothing at night at all, especially when they're walking on the side of the road. All right, at least wear something lighter so people could see you. All right. Good morning. Junie, you're right, girl. Is bare wickedness. Wicked. What do you want me to say? Wickedness in high places. Hi. Oh my goodness me. You were in charge us because we had a volcanic eruption. No consideration whatsoever. Somebody says we need to remove them as our examination body. It wouldn't be that easy. Would not be that easy. Who else is there? What else is there? The Caribbean Examinations Council. What are we going to use if we don't use CXC? I hate monopolies. Hate it. Hate the fact that we don't have a choice with anything at all. You cannot turn to something else. You just have to take what they give you. Nah, that ain't gonna work. That will not work at all. And you know what has really hurt me too? Is the fact that we were here. Oh, thank you, CXC. Thank you so much. You're so considerate. That was really good of you. Thank you to the ministry. Thank you for all those people who sat down and negotiated. Yeah. Thinking about those students. Thinking about students what? I take it back. I'm upset. I take it back. In a time of crisis, you're looking to capitalize. Where are we getting the money from? We had 3 whammies. 1, the economy is a pram. 2, COVID-19. And 3, a volcano. Gosh, man. Anyways, y'all see how things just go, right? You see how things just go. Let me see what time it is. 6:45. Right about now on X104.3 FM on the wake up call. Now we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break at this time. I was just reading a comment there. Somebody talking about something else. Says, while you on that, why people does visit COVID people without a mask and sit between less than 3 feet? I don't know, but that don't make no sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you going to be visiting COVID-19 patients without a mask? Unless they want to contract COVID-19. Unless they're trying to prove a point that COVID doesn't exist. Unless they're trying to test their own level of immunity or possibly stupidity. I don't know which one is which. I don't know. But that doesn't make any sense. And if you are doing that right about now, please protect yourself. As a matter of fact, you know what? Should I? Nah, man. I'm gonna leave that. If people want to protect themselves, that is their business. But just don't do things that will harm other people. That's it. So if you're living at home with an elderly person or somebody who's vulnerable, please put on your mask. If you're living alone and you want to walk about without your mask, then that is your business. You're the one who's contracting COVID-19. Just don't take it to somebody else. That's it. Time and time again, people who are responsible are trying to look out for people who are irresponsible. And you could only take a horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. You can't. And I don't even think you should be fighting out for people who don't want to do stuff for themselves, who don't want to take responsibility for their own health. I don't think so. If you try 2 times and personally in budget, then just leave them. Leave them. Until hits the fan, then you would see. Interestingly, in Trinidad and Tobago, though, in 1990, in 1990, leader of the Jamaat al-Muslim, a group in Trinidad and Tobago, they tried to overturn the government in 1990. A number of people died, a number of people were injured, over 200 persons were injured, and a number of people died. The gentleman who had just turned 80, who was pretty much in charge of that coup in 1990, has died. If you think people sad about that, but it's just so interesting how people responded to it. And I didn't know that this happened in 1990 in Trinidad and Tobago until the gentleman died. They overtook Parliament, they overtook the television station, they bombarded the radio station and abducted the staff members, held them hostage for a number of days. They killed people, people died in fights between the law enforcement and themselves. They injured a lot of people. All of this happened in the Caribbean in 1990. What an interesting week we've had. I think in the Caribbean, just earlier this week, we learned about what happened in Jamaica with the cult, and how one of the women or one of the individuals who was killed during the ritual as a sacrifice was warned by her brother, and she didn't take heed. It's crazy. We've had quite an interesting week in the Caribbean, I must say. Anyways, gonna take a break right now. Yeah, people don't care. Good morning to Vanessa as well. I'm gonna take a break right now, take in some music as we head on up to the 7 o'clock hour. We've got your X News and your local weather reports coming up in just a bit. It's a Friday morning. It's a Friday morning across in Vincent and the Grenadines. Special good morning to the traffic department there, right? I think I have something to say to you guys this morning. It's nothing bad. Jeez, relax. It's nothing bad. But good morning to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day today, all right? The whistling police officer, I have not seen you in decades. Good morning to you wherever you are. And if he's not listening, give him the message for me, all right? All right, we're going to end this one here on